Hong Kong is a fast and busy country, and a great tourist attraction place considering its own culture, great shopping facilities, and good transportations. It is reported that there are about 59.3 million visitors in 2015. However, Hong Kong suffers from the waste left behind. So, what do we know about pollutions?
Pollution levels have recently been rising a lot, and this is affecting human health and also animals. What do you know about pollution? It's something that harms the environment. What do you know about pollution? It's very bad for you. What do you know about pollution? Damage the environment. What do you know about pollution? Let me see. Pollution is bad for the environment. What do you know about pollution? It damages the environment. Do you think pollution is a serious problem recently? Yes. Do you think pollution is a serious problem recently? Yes. You think pollution is very serious? I think now, yes. Pollution is a serious problem? Of course. I think pollution is actually a pretty serious problem.
Do you feel comfortable about pollutions?
No. No? No. I do feel like it's getting worse, yeah. But I'm also not very comfortable with it. I am definitely not comfortable with the rising pollution.
So, none of them felt comfortable with the rising pollution. So, what does pollution actually mean? Pollution refers to any kinds of harm caused by any types of contaminants into a certain environment. How many different pollutions are there around the world? There are 7 different types of pollution all over the world. To start with, visual pollution, light pollution, thermal pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, air pollution, What is land pollution? Land pollution is the destruction of land, and mostly are caused by the active human industry. The increase in the numbers of industry means the harm on green covers on the land. Increase of new industries means that there will be more and more lands being destroyed and became useless. Deforestation is the process of clearing forests into empty lands. Compared to the time of cutting down a tree takes much longer time to grow. Also, by cutting down the trees, we are getting rid of the green covers on the earth. We cut down trees for the source of fuels. And for the creation of free lands. fertilizer to help the crops to grow better and to support the population. Toxic chemical pesticides are used to get rid of harmful insects on the crops. Mining activities leave toxic mine spills on the land. Also, it creates a line space beneath the surface. These are some pictures taken from the mining activity sites. Construction activities leaves waste behind, for example, like woods, steels, or bricks. Some of the waste that cannot be recycled would then have to be sent to landfills or burned for disposal. As people's demand for food, shelter, and houses increase, they will be producing more and more goods. And by producing more and more goods, there will be increased amount of waste that we need to dispose. Nuclear plants are a source of great amount of energy, but they are also a source of the nuclear waste, which are created after the nuclear reactions. The nuclear waste are either buried underground or stored for later disposal. Once the sewage has been treated, a large amount of solid waste is left over. We produce waste daily. Every year, we throw away around 2.12 billion tons of waste. If all the trashes were put on the truck would go 24 times around the world. Some get recycled, but lots of them are simply dumped away. Pollution is not only affecting mankind, but also animals are getting negatively affected from these pollutions created by humans. Soil pollution is another form of land pollution, when the upper layer of the soil is polluted. We would lose some fertile lands for farming and to support the population. Also, we will lose some land for supporting animals for grazing. Loss of ecosystems means that some animals would get out of their habitat, and some species would mean extinction. Of green covers will lead to global warming, which is the increase in temperature of the Earth gradually. Also, it will lead to greenhouse effect, where the radiation is trapped in the atmosphere. And it would also lead to other imbalances like irregular rainfall and flooding due to the regular rainfalls. The animal kingdom has suffered mostly in the past few decades. There are around 8,700,000 species of animal living on the earth. However, they all have the common threat of losing their own natural environment and their own habitat. Human health is another point for stopping the land pollution. Toxic contaminated lands can lead to skin cancer and some respiratory problems for humans. Foods that are grown on the contaminated land and water from contaminated water source allows toxic materials to get into the human body. Use chemicals to help the plants to grow and to get rid of the harmful insects from the plants. Unused packets are later sent to landfills to to help with the feeling of land. By walking around the streets of Hong Kong, we found that there are many trashes left on the ground rather than being in the trash cans. This will make the road look messy, dirty, and disorganized. Dumping grounds are normally filled with toxic and dirty trashes. These are some pictures of landfills around the world. And this is a landfill in Hong Kong. Building residential areas near the dumping place will simply lead to the people who are living there with more health problems. So it is better not to have dumping place near the residential area or build residential area near the dumping places. Other than recycling, reducing plastic bags, and proper disposal, there's still a lot of things we can do to stop land pollution.
I think maybe. I'm not actually very sure, but probably.
No.
Depends which government.
From 1 to 10, how serious do you think pollution is?
7.
Probably a 7.
So 5.
If you raise the pollution from 1 to 10, what will you think?
3.
How do you think these problems can be resolved, the pollution problems? I think, for example, like more solar cars or electric cars will help reduce pollution and use more eco-friendly recycling habits.
Yes, but people are doing very well.
Problem that could be resolved. I think it could be resolved, yeah, but nobody's really doing anything about it, so.
Thank you for watching and hope this video would help you learn about land pollution.
The my car. What?
Is that it? Thank you. Okay.
The cow farts.
I think that all pollution is super serious in here.